Hey guys, happy Monday. Today is October 28th, 2024. Can't believe we're already at the end of October. So that is the theme for this week, or for this stream at least, right? You guys got a little bit of Halloween music in the background. Halloween is on Thursday this week, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. So we got spooky season coming up already. Probably see a Halloween edition of Monday Night Raw and AEW this week, of course. Possibly NXT, even though NXT also had their Halloween Havoc last night, which, maybe I can go into over if I get bored on this stream. But hopefully everyone's doing good. Again, thanks again to all the new subscribers that have, subscribed from the Jim Cornette video, maybe the Carlito video also. And today, another controversial topic that I do want to talk about is Samantha Irvin. So there is a little bit of backlash after her comments on Twitter to a fan, and I want to actually go to her Twitter account and literally just read all the posts that people are sending to her, because I do think people are taking what she's saying a little bit too seriously on social media. So obviously, if you guys don't know what's happening, give me 1 second while I need to send Mill Hustles a link here actually. Okay, 1 second, guys. I don't know if he's still available or not, but he said he would be down to join in. So let's see if we can at least share a link here. Oh my god, okay, hold on. 1 second, guys. And I'll send it to Tito also. I don't know if he's available either, but I'll send the link to my co-host. I did message Mill Hustles, aka Mill Heyman, aka Gil Heyman. So again, if you guys are not aware of what's going on, Samantha Irvin, former WWE ring announcer, last week announced that she will no longer be the commentator. So that kind of got a lot of attention, right? Because it's kind of a shocker, because Samantha Irvin is just so good at what she did. She posted this long post on Instagram or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, just thanking everybody in the WWE family, being very humble and just being very grateful for the opportunity, right? Obviously, that there's stuff that came out afterwards, the reason why she left, right? So, not even a couple days afterwards, a lot of stuff started coming out saying why she left. And basically, long story short, guys, is she wasn't a fan of ring announcing. That's basically it, right? And she didn't see WWE wanting to do anything else with her as far as commentary, right? Let me do something really quick. FYP WWE AW wrestling #pro wrestling. So first of all, yeah, it's understandable, right? If you're Samantha Irvin and you're doing this job that obviously when she got into the business, she was training to actually be a wrestler. Obviously that wasn't what was going to happen for her. She's even said it in interviews that she really didn't want to get into wrestling. But yeah, I mean, going back to it, right? She just really was not a fan of being on commentary. Again, considering she was so good at it, there's stuff going around saying that she hated it, this and that. But at the end of the day, you have to think about it, right? Obviously, being on the road, 52 weeks out of the year, can be tedious, right? She has a kid, she has a fiance or / husband, whatever you want to call it, that left WWE and it went to pursue his passion in another company, which nothing wrong with that either. So to some degree, I kind of knew at some point that she was going to leave WWE. I just didn't think it was going to happen this soon, because literally Ricochet's contract went up in July. He didn't, renew. He entered AEW not too long after. He was in All In July, I guess. It was July, early August, I believe. And, he's been doing his thing over there. But anyways, going back, again, I was like, man, maybe it'll be a couple of years before she leaves, but I'm sure she's going to leave. But nope, it didn't take long. And I don't completely think that's the main reason. Obviously, I knew that's probably part of the reason why she left. Obviously, your fiance's or husband is on the road. Also, so many days out of the year, and they're not old. They're she's what, late 20s, early 30s, same as him. He's like in his mid 30s already. I think they probably want something more of a normal life. And on her end, again, she stated, and I'm gonna go ahead and share some post over here, see how that goes. See if we can get Mil Heyman in here in the house. But I think it's just pretty crazy. Like, she's been doing a lot of reposts on Twitter about her fans, etc., like that. So let's go ahead and share this really quick. I am gonna do a screen share, guys. On this. So this is from her Twitter directly. Let me go ahead and lower this really quick. So Samantha, she was responding to some people saying, I didn't say I hated doing it, meaning she didn't hate. Here, let me fix this really quick. That she didn't hate commentary, but it wasn't obviously a passion for her. So let me continue reading this. She's like, meaning if I continued at WWE, I would like to not be the announcer and learn to do something else. I loved every fucking moment I was there, but the fact that people are so upset that I don't want to announce shows me I made the right decision, because it was only a role I did, not who I am. So yeah, I mean, some people, they're just because, again, you're good at a job, I mean, doesn't make you that person, right? I mean, obviously, people outside of their jobs or careers, they love other things. Samantha Irvin obviously has been very vocal that she's wanting to do music. Professional flute player, I think. Obviously she has so many other talents that we probably don't know about, but obviously singing is her forte. So let me go ahead and read some of these comments here. Again, if anyone wants to chat and chime in on this, I'll go ahead and share your comment here, comment or question, and then we'll get that going. But for the most part, I don't think this is going to be a very long stream. Maybe about 30 minutes. We'll see. We're hitting about 10 minutes now. So again, Samantha, if they gave you the opportunity in the future, would you have wanted to be a babyface manager or a heel manager? So let's see if she responded. She says, that depends on how everyone else treats my clients. Well, that's true. Some guy with the username That Dude says, you made the announcing matter. No hate, but I really can't see you being a manager / GM. Maybe you can try it out in AEW. Samantha says, not being able to see me as anything but an announcer is one of the main reasons I had to step away. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. AEW, do anything you want. If I'm not at WWE, I'm not in the wrestling business. So it pretty much sounds like just her saying that. This was like within the last 24 hours, guys, that, hey, looks like we got Amongst Gangsters in the house. But yeah, it pretty much sounds like she doesn't want to work for any other wrestling company. But again, never say never. Let's see what Amongst Gangsters is saying real quick. He's saying the way people have been on her ass, it's crazy, especially when that ass belongs to Ricochet. Very true. Again, I don't know what's, obviously, people are going to have opinions about this, right? But at the end of the day, it's her life, right? He says, mostly Twitter incels and trolling. Yep, I agree. Let's go back to the post here. And we can continue reading some of that. And then I want to actually go and show you guys some of the posts that she's been reposting. So some guy says, yeah, I'm sure you would have learned something else. By the way, you're all over Twitter crying and whining just like your little boyfriend shows why they didn't put you on any other role because you were good on a mic and a few fans got behind you and now you're entitled. And then Samantha says, you're the one crying. I need to read this. Kimberly says, may I ask, where they testing in the waters with you having a different position by including you in the Ricochet / Logan Paul feud? Or was that they just purely for story? Anyways, thank you for your time in WWE. You were fantastic. Wish you well going forward. Of course, I think we all wish her well going forward. Samantha Irvin says, I seriously was hoping it was a test. That's why I turned the Viola Davis on as soon as the camera was on me. I've always respected kayfabe this entire time in hopes of moving into the story, but wasn't meant to be, and that is okay. Thank you. Phenom Arhira says, Viola Davis got to say, out of all your time in WWE, I also became a fan of your sense of humor and the bits we got from social media. Some guy named Bill Manley says, to be honest, the whole Logan Paul thing and Braun Breaker I thought was leading to something else. And it's shocking it didn't, to be honest, and should be. It was a missed opportunity by WWE. Definitely Logan and Paul. One hope somehow they added it to something in the future. You deserve more, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Paul Smith says, not going to lie, I would have never guessed you didn't like it. From the outside looking in, it seemed you were a level of all in that only comes from truly loving it. I think that goes to show that that goes to show you just how good you were in that role. I look forward to seeing what you do next. Okay. So again, these are just some of the comments, right? Someone put, you were phenomenal during your time as an announcer. However, if you didn't like doing it, then that's fine. It's so weird that people are upset with you. One thing my parents always said to me was to never stay in something you don't like. I can't wait to see what you do next. Okay. Someone posted, we love you, Samantha. We all deserve a shot at getting to do what we love. Good luck on your and hope you find yourself in a happy place soon. Okay. So like, this is what I like to see, guys. I like to see stuff like this, but obviously there's going to be trolls. Amongst gangsters, I hope she doesn't do music. Everyone wants to do music. I remember a time when someone told me they did music. I was impressed. Well, of course, obviously the music industry is not the easiest industry to get into also. So I would consider that, something, I guess. But, again, guys, if you guys are just joining in, by the way, send a chat down below. Or if you guys can, smash that like button and please share with any of your wrestling fanatic friends out there. Again, I know that this channel only has about 60 subscribers, but we do want to continue growing the channel. Even if we don't post every day, I do want to try to at least post once a week on this channel now. So we'll see how that goes. Amongst Gangsters, is Amongst Gangsters a moderator? What the heck? When did I make that happen? Okay, so I do want to go to some of the reposts that she's been posting on her page because there's a lot of them. So someone posted, the Samantha Irvin social media revenge tour is probably my new favorite storyline in wrestling, and she's not even in the business anymore. She's the best. So yeah, literally she's posting, like, she's just reposting like a lot of bad comments that people are saying. Obviously she's not posting everything. But again, let's see, she's replying to someone saying, I also had to make it into something I liked, which is why I wrote something for everyone, why I did different accents, and why I essentially sang the championship ring announcements also. So yeah, she put, this is still my favorite app. I don't care. Okay. Some guy posted, she didn't owe us an explanation but she did, and now the Muskie fans don't know how to act. Some guy posted, stop crying, Samantha. If you wanted to be a general manager or manager so much, you have to show it. And not crying on Twitter, because just to be a great announcer, you have to be yes or yes manager, as it shows that you like to call the attention some now. Let's see what she responded to that. She's saying, okay, I don't think she responded to it, but some guy posted, some of you need to get outside and touch some grass. I hate to break it to you this way, but there's a life outside of wrestling. Samantha didn't wake up as a child and know what she wanted to be, a ring announcer. She had dreams like the rest of us. Let her go. I mean, first of all, like, why are people getting so? I don't know why people are getting so upset, because, like, if you guys look back at it, right, WWE has probably had a good handful of ring announcers over the past 10 years, right? Ever since like Lillian Garcia really left the main ring announcing position, probably in the mid 2010s, maybe a little before, right? We've seen different announcers, right? Again, I wouldn't even post the list here, but there's been several female ring announcers besides Samantha Irvin. Obviously, Kayla Braxton, who just left WWE, also to pursue something else, left. Charlie Caruso, who was more of a a backstage role. She never did in-ring announcing, but she was a pretty popular backstage announcer, and she left to pursue things on I think she got hired by ESPN. She was doing stuff for UFC, and now I think she's doing stuff for Fox News. So I don't see why is it that people are not going crazy over these other females, Kayla Braxton, Charlie Caruso, even Kathy Kelly, who obviously came back to WWE, right, and she's still currently in the backstage role. She left because she was NXT ring announcer, or not ring announcer, but she was kind of like a backstage talent, interviewing stars, etc., like that. She left because she wanted to take a chance on herself. Didn't end up working out, right? So WWE, obviously, was the doors was open to come back for her, so she came back. And obviously, that's not a thing that happens all the time, but in this case, she's got a pretty face. First of all, all these girls are beautiful women, so it's hard for them to not want to hire people that are already know the system, and know what they're doing as far as the backstage role goes. So but again, Samantha Irvin, right? Why is it that I think people are kind of going too crazy over it because she was amazing at what she did. I mean, obviously, it's like Hulk Hogan, leaving at his peak, or Stone Cold. Let's say for instance, Stone Cold was like leaving uninjured, no injuries, whatever, at his in his prime, and it decided, I just want to go full out acting, right? Kind of like what The Rock did. If you think about it, right, that's what The Rock did. The Rock, I mean, yes, he was there for a good amount of time, right? He was wrestling for a good 7-8 years, but I mean, once the acting thing struck, he didn't stay. He fucking left. And of course, he came back to WWE in different spots, doing special matches here and there, obviously, because the company got him to where he's at now. So he's always going to have some hand in WWE, being, now an EVP or whatever you want to call it for, TKO or Endeavor Holdings, whatever you want to call it. But, again, why aren't people fucking hating on The Rock for fucking leaving? You know what I mean? I mean, back then they didn't really have social media as much as they do now. So I guess probably if they did, he would probably get a lot more backlash now. All right, let's continue on, guys. I want to scroll all the way to the top of her fucking page over here, because she has been posting a lot of reposts. So Samantha Irvin, again, at Samantha the Bomb. Again, I'll be a fan no matter what she does. It does suck that she left. I really wish that she would have stayed at least another year or two. I wish she would have stayed to at least finish out the Bloodline saga as far as that goes. But again, what can we do, right? There's somebody else that's going to step in her place. Right now they have Lillian Garcia, which to me, that's a great spot. That's a great person to fill in. And who knows? I don't know if Lillian is going to come back full time or not. But we'll see. But it kind of makes me question, I don't know if you guys remember earlier this year, I think they were in Lillian's hometown or whatever. And they brought her in, and she did kind of a guest announcement role for like one match, right? And she was with Samantha at ringside. So I'm kind of thinking, if WWE knew about this, what was going to happen sooner than later, maybe they were testing the waters to bring Lillian Garcia back. And obviously there was some sort of communication there with Lillian over the years, right? Obviously Lillian has kind of been, she's kind of been back and forth with WWE. There was times where she would just come and do like the PLEs or just a special event in general. She has sung the national anthem for them several times, just like Samantha Irvin did. So again, why aren't people pissed when Lillian left, right? like all these fucking trolls and geek virgins out there. Someone posted to Samantha, "You need to get yourself tested for mental issues." Oh my god. So she's literally reposting stuff that people are telling her. I don't think she's responding to a lot of this stuff, but she's kind of putting them on blast. and I think she's allowing her fans to go and defend her in some way. So someone put, "Wow, you're a loser," and then Samantha says, "The trolls are feeding me." She's like, "With all due respect, why are you feeding the trolls?" And then she responds, "The trolls are feeding me." Some guy posted, "Mysterio is an all-time sympathy generator and grew as a character performer, especially in WWE. Ricochet is a dime a dozen charisma vacuum with often little fire in his acrobats, which shouldn't be the case considering his incredible aesthetic." Some person posted, "Really are Samantha and King Ricochet are really ungrateful, weird mutts. Like, imagine leaving a good job in WWE and going to a failing company. Couldn't be me. It's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing." And then she posted, "Ungrateful, weird mutts." So she's kind of defending herself in that. I want to see some of these responses. Someone put, "Do not click on that guy's profile. Do not click on that guy's profile." And then she just responded, "I'm so sorry you are having to deal with this deranged freaks right now. For what it's worth, I and many others appreciated your work. Wishing you nothing but success in something you are passionate about. Great." She put, "Thank you so much. I loved every minute of performing in WWE." And you can tell, even though maybe that's not something that she wanted to do, she definitely enjoyed it. I mean, why wouldn't she, right? I mean, to feel the energy, to be out there with the crowd every week, and to not just do that, but she was also part of the reason why the crowd was so hyped up in some of these matches, right? I mean, first of all, Samantha made championship matches feel important, right? Obviously, they started bringing her in the ring to call the match and announce Roman Reigns, from Pensacola, Florida, yada yada yada, and vice versa, Cody Rhodes or whoever she was announcing in whatever title match she was announcing. She just made it feel important, right? She gave a certain aesthetic to the product that we don't see now from some of the other ring announcers, right? The only other person that I've really gotten that from is probably Justin Roberts when he was in WWE. And I really enjoyed Justin Roberts being a ring announcer also. And he still does it, guys. If you guys don't follow AEW, he does it in AEW. Although I know he's not doing it full-time in AEW that much anymore. I think every now and then they'll bring in like some random female to do the ring announcing. But, for big matches and stuff like that, he will come in and he'll do like the main event spots, which, again, he's really great at. And, again, Samantha, Irvin, both of those, people are really great at what they did. So, again, why are people so upset? Like, it's just crazy how upset people are. Let's go back really quick and read some of these. And then we'll go ahead and probably close out at 30 minutes, guys, just because someone posted, "It's weird people have a problem with Ricochet having matches and his girlfriend being proud. What a weird world that WWE universe people live in." I don't understand what she's doing, even though she wanted to more in WWE. She was beloved. If this is her attitude, then I misjudged her. Fucking fraud. So I think that's a lot to say. First of all, calling her a fraud, making it seem like she was faking interactions, because she never said she hated the fans, or I never once saw her post, "Oh, fuck you fans," or anything like that. She's just out here saying that she didn't like doing what she did, and that doesn't mean that she completely hated the role of being a commentary person. It just means that she didn't want to do it. I mean, it's pretty simple, guys. It's like being like, it's like getting into a job and you're in the same role for like 5 years and there's no room for growth, right? Or you want a promotion and you can't get that promotion, right? I mean, I don't think anyone in her position wouldn't have done anything differently. I think a lot of people should, I think a lot of people should praise her for, having the guts to do what she did, because she was in a good position. And, I don't know what WWE was paying her, obviously. I mean, that's a good role though to be in, right? And, she can do other things, right? Obviously, like, she has a face and she's really popular amongst the crowd now, so she could build her own brand if she wanted to, right? Clothing, merchandise, etc., right? I mean, hell, if WWE, I bet you if WWE started selling Samantha Irvin shirts to some degree, some cool design shirt, people would have fucking bought it, right? So why are people so fucking upset? Like, it's crazy. Someone just put, I don't care about the BS that she's spewing. Just another loser with no respect. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. Let me look for her post again. I accidentally got out of it, I think. Someone posted, I get she's trying to defend her husband, but she's making it worse for him. I don't understand this need to respond to randoms on Twitter. And, I think she's doing it because she is, first of all, she's trying to show that she's not a pushover, guys. And that, things that people say matter. I think people misjudge that just because they're on the internet, that because what they say doesn't, hold any type of accountability, right? I think people should be held accountable for their words and actions, right? And, again, these are people that don't know her personally at all in their real lives, right? So their livelihood does not affect her in any way, but she's showing how people really are and what they think. Let's take a look here. Some guy posted, I knew it, the bald idiot poisoned her mind. Thankfully, she's talented enough to be successful somewhere. Quick soda break real quick, guys. Someone put, she's a jobber. Michael Taylor says she's got to understand doing gymnastics in a wrestling ring doesn't equal wrestling. Good on him for having fun, but he's still a bum. Jobber in catering, but with way less of an audience. Someone posted, I mean, he's a jobber and she was mid as fuck. Wow, okay. Kank Hill says she really ain't got to explain herself for real. She's loving this attention she is getting, though, and she wouldn't be continuing. I don't know. Someone posted she's a gold digger, right? Because, and the gold digger comment is referencing her commenting saying that, she can leave the WWE because her husband is a millionaire. Okay. So you guys have to kind of consider that Ricochet was in WWE for what, like a good 6-7 years. He's been on the main roster for a good, 4 or 5 years already. And although I'm sure he wasn't getting paid, in the 7-digit figures like some of the top guys were, I'm pretty sure he was getting paid in the high 6 figures, mid to high 6 figures. So if he wasn't getting paid at least $500,000 to $800,000 to $900,000 a year, or even just $1 million, just a flat $1 million, I think, think about it, that, over the years accumulating, he is a self-made millionaire. So it's like, of course she can quit. Again, I don't know how much Samantha Irvin, I don't know how much ring announcers get paid, right? But if there was a pay scale for ring announcers, as far as the industry grows, I would hope that she was on in the top 3, right? WWE should have been paying her a lot of money to do what she was doing because she was so great at it. Let's see. Someone posted she was just a ring announcer. Who cares? Well, clearly you care enough, Johnny 5, to respond and to make an effort to make a post about that. Some guy posted, he's still a fucking jobber, at least in his ending to WWE. He had a good feud where he got murdered by Braun. Now all he does is the same gymnastics plus open challenges. Still a jobber, still a nobody, still bald. Okay, I think the bald thing is a choice. Someone posted, the realization to money is not everything when respect is lost. Reputation when you are a wrestler is everything. And by going to AEW and not being seen by most people who watch wrestling, don't see the point really, and will come back and bite them both in the ass. I don't think so. I mean, again, if she left WWE, you guys have to consider, right? She left WWE uh in probably a good manner, right? You know, obviously maybe she wasn't on a specific contract. He was already gone from his contract, right? And there's what can WWE do if his contract was expired and he did not want to resign? Same thing with her. Maybe she was just on a week to week kind of like a week to week, independent contractor basis where she was just getting paid to be there every week, but not any under specific contract, right? Maybe or if there was a contract, maybe there was a loophole to the specific contract. Who knows, right? But anyways, I mean, it could have been to where the point where she could have left at any time, and should be no repercussions because that's what the deal was. But anyways, guys, I think I am going to get off already. We did hit the 30 minutes, so again, guys, if you guys, if you guys watch the video afterwards, please smash the like button. Please comment any comments on this. If you guys have any opinions on the whole Samantha Irvin thing, again, I know some people don't care, and that's okay. But I think really we all just need to kind of look back and see the great things that she did, and hope that she set the bar at what ring announcing is, or what it can be, right? Especially for the female ring announcers, right? Not to knock on people in the past that did it, right? I'm talking about like Brandy Rhodes, because Brandy Rhodes was a ring announcer, guys. She left, when her husband left also, right? So again, why aren't people fucking going crazy over that, right? But anyways, guys, gonna go ahead and close out today. You guys have a good afternoon and enjoy Monday Night Raw today, and hopefully